Imagine you are sitting beside a warm campfire on a cool autumn night, a gentle breeze passing by carrying the scent of dry leaves and damp earth, countless stars twinkling in the deep black sky like millions of eyes gazing down. I will tell you a long, truly long story about humanity's journey through this vast universe, a story that will make your heart tremble, make you feel small yet full of hope, as if you yourself are part of that miracle. We will begin from the very first days of the universe, when everything was so silent that you could hear the beating of your own heart, and gradually move through the mysteries, the discoveries, the dreams and the fears, to realize that we have never truly been alone. More than 13,800,000,000 years ago, the universe began expanding from a tiny, scorching point in absolute silence, without a single sound echoing because there was no air yet to carry vibrations. The first stars were born from enormous clouds of gas, blazing fiercely with brilliant light, illuminating the dark void, then gradually fading away like candles blown out by the wind in the endless sea of night. Each of those stars, while alive, might have nurtured planets around them, and on those planets, life could have once existed. Picture other eyes, not human eyes, but those of strange creatures, looking up at their own sky, wondering the same question we still ask today: is anyone out there? Those eyes might have seen twinkling stars, felt wind brushing against their unusual skin, and their hearts beating faster with curiosity just like ours. But throughout the long stretch of time, only Earth, a tiny speck of dust suspended in the darkness, is the place where life knows it exists, breathes, and dreams. Astronomers, passionate people with eyes weary from staring too long through telescopes, persistently point their instruments toward the high sky, trying to capture faint signals from far away, fragile radio waves like the last breath of someone desperately calling out. They sit in completely dark rooms, only the flickering light of computer screens, listening in silence so profound that they can hear the ticking of a clock, hoping to catch a sound not made by humans, a strange rhythm proving that the universe is not just us. And we, ordinary people sitting under cozy roofs with a hot cup of tea in hand, still lift our heads to gaze at the twinkling stars, just as our ancestors did thousands of years ago beside campfires, under desert or jungle skies. We do not look up for immediate answers, but for a warm, vague feeling spreading in our hearts, as if something is waiting for us in that darkness, a familiar presence though never met. Perhaps they, the beings out there, are still quietly observing from afar, waiting for the moment when humans are mature enough, wise enough to recognize and welcome them. From the earliest days of human civilization, when people lived in dark, cold caves with wind howling through rock crevices and the smell of damp earth mixed with smoke from fires, the obsession with the sky has driven us. Imagine ancient tribes in Central America, under the humid tropical forest canopy with leaves rustling as they fall, building towering pyramids, stones stacked high pointing straight to the blue sky, like giant fingers indicating where gods reside. In the vast Egyptian desert, golden sand glistening under silver moonlight, hot winds blowing through long nights, they carved strange shapes into stone, half human half animal creatures flying, and told each other myths about gods descending from the stars, bringing light and mystery. That story spread through every culture, from nomadic tribes on cold windy plains to peaceful villages by rivers where water flows gently and children laugh playfully. They could not explain why, only knew that feeling, the burning curiosity in their hearts, never vanished, like a small flame always smoldering despite rain and wind. Today, science has replaced ancient mythical tales, but that curiosity remains intact, still making our hearts beat faster whenever we think about it. Modern giant telescopes, with lenses shining under desert sun or on snow-capped mountain peaks, scan across the sparkling Milky Way, discovering thousands of planets in habitable zones, distant worlds with vast blue oceans, waves crashing gently, clean air carrying the scent of sea salt, and gentle light from the central star shining down like a warm dawn. Each time a new planet is discovered, like a star suddenly lighting up on the cosmic map, all of humanity holds its breath, hearts pounding more excitedly, as if just a little more and we will find them, hear a greeting from afar. But the silence persists, no signal echoes back, no response returns, only the echo of ourselves in the endless void, making many sit quietly in the night, looking up at the sky and wondering with a melancholic sadness, have we been searching in the wrong place? Or are other civilizations deliberately avoiding detection, not wanting to be found? Or did they once visit here and disappear before humans could notice? The modern world, with bustling cities full of neon lights and noisy traffic, has made that question both more scientific and profound than ever, making us feel both excited and lonely. Space missions reaching far, unmanned spacecraft quietly leaving launch pads with engines roaring, shaking the ground, venturing beyond the solar system, carrying humanity's messages, warm family photos, sounds of children laughing echoing, friendly greetings in hundreds of languages, all engraved on gleaming golden discs. That is a brave but lonely act, like throwing a glass bottle with a letter into the vast ocean waves crashing, hoping someone on the other shore will pick it up and smile. Centuries have passed since humans began seeking answers. Though no clear evidence exists, the belief in extraterrestrials still lives strongly in each of our hearts, not just through thrilling movie scenes or old book pages, but right in our warm hearts, where we refuse to accept that life is just cold randomness. Because when looking up at the night sky, with cool wind blowing through hair and insects chirping, we sense something beyond cold science, a warm intuition that this universe cannot be meant only for humans. Perhaps in a far corner of the galaxy, under the light of an unfamiliar star, another civilization is also looking toward us, with eyes sparkling with curiosity, wondering the same question we asked on long nights. Across distances of thousands of light years, two civilizations gaze at each other without knowing, both waiting for a response, like two distant friends trying to wave through the darkness. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence is not just a dry hunt for life, but humanity's journey to find itself, each step toward the cold universe a step back to illuminate human nature, tiny in the infinite, endlessly curious, but remarkably resilient, like a small flame burning despite storms. And perhaps in that journey, we will understand that the question, are we alone, is not just about life out there, but a warm reminder of the meaning of existence here, amid the infinite, among stars quietly gazing down with gentle light. There are moments that make all of humanity hold its breath, hearts pounding in chests, like when a streak of light streaks across the pitch-black night sky, suddenly changing direction at blinding speed then vanishing in an instant, leaving silent emptiness and spreading wonder. An experienced pilot, face pale under cabin lights, returns from a mission, voice trembling recounting that what he saw obeyed no physical laws he ever learned, moving like a ghost in the air. From secret reports hidden in cold steel cabinets, blurry footage with wind whistling through cameras, to accounts mocked by noisy crowds, all form a chain of unsolved mysteries called UFOs, unidentified flying objects, making us both fearful and excited, as if standing before a door to another world. Let us turn back time to the year 1947, when a dry storm blew through the Roswell Desert in New Mexico, dust swirling in scorching wind, distant thunder rumbling. A simple farmer, hands calloused from field work, discovered strange debris scattered on dry grass fields, glistening under harsh sunlight after a night when strange lights slashed across the sky like giant lightning. Days later, the United States military with noisy jeeps and stern soldiers collected all objects, announcing it was an alien flying saucer, making the whole town buzz, whispers spreading in small coffee shops. But just one day later, they coldly corrected that it was only an ordinary weather balloon. News retracted quickly, but the flame of doubt had ignited uncontrollably, like fire spreading on dry grass. From that moment, Roswell was no longer a peaceful town with desert winds blowing through wooden houses, but a symbol of hidden things, a secret making everyone's hearts beat faster whenever mentioned. The story spread like a gentle breeze, turning into a modern legend, retold in newspapers with sensational headlines, movies with thrilling scenes under studio lights, novels with imaginative pages. Whenever a strange light appears in the sky, thousands of eyes from everywhere follow with bated breath, people beginning to believe something beyond understanding is happening quietly, organized, purposeful, like a mysterious play unfolding right above our heads. Decades passed with clocks ticking endlessly, the world witnessing thousands of reports about unidentified flying objects, most explained as hot air balloons drifting in wind, satellites sparkling in orbit, experimental aircraft with engines roaring, or just illusions under faint moonlight. But a small portion remains, stubbornly challenging reason, making scientists sit quietly in laboratories, staring at data with unease. In recent years, especially from the year 2017 when the United States Department of Defense released official videos, the United States Navy revealed mysterious footage captured by fighter pilots. Objects spherical or triangular flying at speeds many times the speed of sound, without wings fluttering in wind, without engines making noise, without emitting heat despite rapid movement, suddenly changing direction defying inertia, like dancing in the air. Those publicly released UFO videos caused global shock, with whispers spreading on social media and television. Pilots who witnessed directly affirming family, "I have never seen anything move like that. It made my heart skip a beat." The United States government for the first time admitted there are aerial phenomena they cannot identify the origin of, a small door cracking open to a larger mysterious maze than anyone could imagine, making us sit quietly in the night, looking up at the sky with hope mixed with fear. Many hypotheses have been proposed to explain those phenomena, some sounding reasonable like scientific explanations, others like dreamy science fiction, but all share one thing: they exist because humans cannot prove anything definitively, making us feel lost in foggy forest. The first and most common hypothesis is that UFOs come from outside Earth, ships that have crossed light years with advanced technology, controlled by civilizations from another star system. Some talk about Proxima Centauri, the closest star to us 4.2 light-years away, where there is a planet in the habitable zone, with sparkling water seas and breathable air. Others think farther, believing they come from the galactic center, where young stars shine brightly and energy is abundantly powerful. According to this hypothesis, they might be observing humanity from afar, assessing the evolution of a newly intelligent species, like we observe animals in zoos with gentle curiosity. But some believe the answer lies right under our feet, so close it gives goosebumps. The cryptoterrestrial hypothesis emerges, saying Earth not only has a surface civilization, but long before humans knew how to write on parchment, intelligent beings lived deep in dark damp underground or hidden in vast oceans with waves crashing gently. With advanced technology, they still watch the surface world, occasionally revealing traces making us think they are extraterrestrials, like sparkling lights at the deep sea bottom. The vastness of oceans with deep blue water and unexplored caves, dolphin sounds echoing, makes this hypothesis hard to completely dismiss, making us feel both close and mysterious. Another group believes in something even stranger, letting imagination soar. UFOs are not physical objects from other planets but entities from different dimensions. In multiverse theory, our universe is just a thin layer among countless parallel layers. Those beings can cross boundaries between dimensions, appearing fleetingly like flashes then vanishing, making us only catch light or faint shadows. According to them, UFOs are the result of two worlds touching in rare moments, like two winds meeting creating a small whirlwind. Another hypothesis sounds closer but makes many shudder: UFOs are humans from the future. After thousands of years of evolution, our descendants might have found ways to reverse time, returning to the past to observe ancestors with nostalgia, record history, or fix mistakes. The slender shapes, large heads, big eyes in descriptions of aliens might just be the result of long evolution, not beings from other planets but us in the distant future, making us look in the mirror and see a strange version of ourselves. Finally, the most realistic but also most suspicious hypothesis: UFOs are just top-secret military technology. Throughout the 20th century, nations continuously tested aircraft with noisy engines, missiles streaking, new weapons with strange shapes, moving fast, glowing in the night sky. Governments might hide to keep secrets, making people mistake for alien objects. But notably, there are objects even governments cannot identify, as if someone else is testing technology in our skies, making the atmosphere tense. All those hypotheses coexist, intertwining like threads in a cosmic tapestry, each carrying a part reasonable and a part vague, making us sit quietly pondering. Science tries to explain with cold data, physics with complex formulas, technology with machines humming, while human imagination runs farther, to realms reason has not reached, like children dreaming of fairy tales. The deeper the investigation, the more layers of mystery discovered, some cases recorded by radar with steady beeps, by cameras with clicks, by hundreds of different witnesses with trembling voices. Yet to this day, no one can definitively affirm what is flying above our heads, making us feel the universe both close and distant. Stories about UFOs are not just about strange objects, but reflect humanity's deep desire to know we are not alone in this vast universe, a desire warming hearts despite cold nights. Every unusual light in the sky reignites that emotion, a mix of trembling fear and sparkling hope. Some believe it is a sign of warm connection, others worry it is a cold warning. But regardless of direction, certainly UFOs have changed how humanity views itself, making us realize we are just a small part in a much larger story, like a grain of sand on a wide beach. Perhaps what makes UFOs haunting is not fear of the unknown, but deep down, we realize we are just a small part in a much larger story. Maybe somewhere out there, a civilization is observing us through their lenses, with curious eyes. They might just be mirrors reflecting endless human curiosity, the curiosity making us look up despite knowing answers may forever be out of reach, like reaching to pick stars. Amid countless hypotheses, only one thing is certain: UFOs are no longer jokes, no longer tales of dreamers under moonlight. They are part of a great mystery humanity has not closed, that mystery drifting with time, quiet like distant starlight, urging us to keep looking up, keep searching though we may never find what we hope. And to understand UFOs deeper, we will together explore levels of civilization and the role of humans living in each, like opening dusty ancient book pages. In the year 1964, Russian astronomer Nikolai Kardashev proposed a simple but evocative classification, making us sit quietly thinking about our position. He said to measure a civilization's greatness not by the number of bustling cities or height of skyscrapers, but by the amount of energy they can use, because in the universe, energy is the common language of all life, determining a species' control over their world, ability to transform nature with machines resounding, conquer space with ships streaking, and even how they exist in harmony. From there, he divided civilizations in the universe into levels based on energy harnessing capability. The more they use, the closer to mastering the entire universe, making us feel small but full of aspiration. Humanity according to that scale is only at level 0.7, meaning we cannot yet fully control energy from our own planet. We still depend on wind blowing gently through fields, sun shining warmly, black coal underground, sticky oil, nuclear energy with dangerous humming. All still fragmented, not enough to say humans have mastered Earth, making us realize we are still young. But Kardashev did not stop here. He envisioned scenarios for higher levels, steps far beyond human imagination, like soaring dreams. A Type 1 civilization can harness all energy of the planet where they live, every cool breeze, every golden sun ray, every wave crashing gently collected to serve development, no polluting waste, no loss, all resources recycled in a perfect cycle like the planet's breath. They can control climate with clouds and rain at will, prevent earthquakes with underground rumbling, direct storms with howling winds, even decide weather as desired, making the planet an extension of collective will, warm and harmonious. To reach that, humanity needs more than cold technology. We need unity, civilization knowing coordinated rhythm, placing common good above conflicts, because to harvest a planet's energy, all systems must work like one body, hearts beating in sync. Many believe that is humanity's real challenge, not space travel, a challenge making us ponder unity. The next level is Type 2 civilization, where inhabitants of a world have exhausted planetary energy, forced to turn eyes to their star, that star like our sun, becoming an eternal life source with brilliant light. To utilize it, they can build gigantic structures surrounding the star called Dyson spheres. vast constructions enveloping the entire star, absorbing light then converting to energy. Hard to imagine scale with machines echoing in space. It is so large that a civilization must exploit resources from hundreds of planets, coordinate over millions of years with astonishing persistence. Yet theoretically possible, and in space, humans have observed strange stars with abnormally fluctuating light, as if something gigantic is partially blocking. Some scientists quietly think perhaps those are traces of Dyson spheres, silent evidence of Type II civilizations working around their stars, making us feel the universe full of surprises. Farther still is Type III civilization, level where human imagination can only touch in dreams. At this level, a species harnesses energy not of one planet or one star but of an entire galaxy with billions of sparkling suns. They can harvest energy from billions of suns, travel between star systems faster than light with streaking sounds, create connection networks spanning vast space. With that power, they can reshape galaxy structure, create new stars with bright explosions, prevent star deaths with echoing booms, even control life across thousands of light years. Civilizations at that level may have transcended ordinary matter, no longer needing heavy bodies but existing as collective consciousness, spreading everywhere like a warm information sea. From their view, humanity is just faint fireflies in the night, a budding life not yet large enough to notice, making us feel humble. But Kardashev did not stop at Type 3, he let imagination reach near godly levels, Type 4, Type 5, even Type 6, civilizations mastering not one galaxy but the universe with endless energy. They can create new universes in laboratories with small explosions, control matter, energy, time, space, all becoming tools in hand. For them, death is no longer end but transformation between existence forms, boundary between science and myth vanishes due to power beyond any finite species understanding. Some say if a type for civilization exists, we could not recognize, they might live right beside but in different reality layers, at energy levels human senses cannot touch, like whispers in wind. They do not need to hide because we lack ability to see. While we look up at sky searching with telescopes, machines humming, they might look back from beyond space-time, observing every planet, every life like we watch a small wave on blue sea surface. What is worth pondering is on the evolution path. Each level is not just technological advance but change in warm thinking, from consuming energy to live. Intelligent species gradually learn to harmonize with it to finally become part of cosmic energy flow. Civilization level measured not just by power but by understanding and respect for laws. Humanity today still on early steps, but the aspiration to exceed limits makes us special, like a small flame flickering in night. Because only seeing high mountain, humans know how far we want to climb, with bated breath and hopeful hearts. Perhaps in thousands of years, humanity will step to first level, turning Earth into a fully controlled planet with clean air. Maybe we will stop before reaching, blocked by internal limits like war or greed. Whatever outcome, Kardashev's scale idea still makes us view universe with different eyes. It not only shows life potential but reminds in that dark sea there may be civilizations millions of years ahead, perhaps leaving traces of strange sparkling light, an anomalous signal echoing, a planet reflecting starlight unusually. Maybe we have seen but do not know what we are seeing, amid universe silence, that thought rings like a gentle whisper. Perhaps the guests we seek are not far but once past, leaving footprints of light while humans still gaze without understanding we just brushed miracle. There are nights when everything sinks into silence, leaves rustling outside windows, Earth observatories still awake, giant metal antennas open wide like enormous ears, listening to endless void with gentle wind blowing, hoping to catch a sound not human, a strange rhythm. For decades, humans persistently search like that, sending signals with transmitters humming, waiting in silence, listening then sending again, a romantic journey. That project named SETI, short for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, meaning search for intelligence beyond Earth. Scientists point antennas at night black sky, scan thousands of sparkling stars, listen to frequencies no natural source emits, hoping a distant civilization is doing the same, sending signals hoping someone elsewhere responds. Like two souls in vast universe trying to find each other through invisible waves traveling at light speed through time. Yet for several decades, everything is just prolonged silence, no hello echoing, no unusual wave rhythm, as if the entire universe holding breath, making scientists sit quietly in control rooms with disappointment mixed hope. That makes many think perhaps we are searching wrong way, perhaps extraterrestrials do not use radio waves to communicate like us with old radio sounds, perhaps they have surpassed that stage, using subtler, more efficient means we cannot recognize, like fish at dark ocean bottom listening to waves without knowing above water is another world with bird songs and wind blowing. If advanced civilizations exist, likely they do not need sound or electromagnetic communication but sparkling light, warm energy fields, even consciousness forms humans cannot yet understand, making us possibly see them every day without knowing, like sunlight through windows. Some astronomers believe to recognize extraterrestrial intelligence traces, we should not seek sounds but unnatural things, because intelligence anywhere leaves order marks, like a stone lying on desert natural but stones neatly stacked on pyramid top sign of conscious hand with hammer chiseling sounds. Thus, perhaps civilization traces not in sounds but in unfamiliar light, in stars shining unusually with strange rhythms, in space regions emitting gentle energy, in moving shadows defying laws. Perhaps somewhere among billions of stars exist grand constructions making universe bow, like energy shells around stars mentioned. Imagine a civilization developed to need more energy than their planet provides, then they surround star with countless sparkling energy collectors, absorbing light converting to power serving entire system. Construction large enveloping star making its light unusual, dimmer or strangely flickering under telescopes. One day when we discover such star, likely we are seeing work of hands not from Earth, making hearts beat fast with excitement. Not only star encompassing energy shells but possibly floating cities in space, gigantic cylinders slowly rotating around axes with faint humming, inside fertile soil, water flowing gently, artificial blue sky and millions inhabitants living harmoniously. In zero gravity, they need no planet, no solid ground, space becomes home with artificial wind blowing lightly. They carry their light through universe like sparkling pollen in cool wind. In farther regions, perhaps they placed mining stations on moons of strange planets, containing rare minerals or unknown energy sources. From afar we see only small moving lights, unusual movements, perhaps just machines working silently with distant echoing sounds. Some physicists even talk about possibility of space-time portals, where matter can move instantly from one point to another like short tunnels through space with streaking sounds. If that technology real, they could create gigantic networks connecting star systems, for them light-year distances just light steps, for us just a flash then gone, not catching what happened. Even possible giant ships large enough to bend surrounding light, making observers think a star moving strangely, suddenly changing direction then vanishing. On the other side, perhaps just an ordinary ship passing through our space region, carrying passengers we never meet, with laughter echoing inside. All those possibilities sound far-fetched but not impossible. Universe existed nearly 14 billion years while human civilization only few thousand years with campfire crackling. If somewhere civilization millions years ahead, how would they look? Their technology like magic we call divine with brilliant light. We do not know where they are, but perhaps left traces, perhaps a star dimming in cycle is whispering signal, perhaps in dark regions between stars they hide grand works with distant machine sounds. Perhaps telescope recorded flashing lights are words in language humans not yet understand, like wind whispering secrets. When looking up at sky, we see countless light dots, but among them may be unnatural stars, shining not from nuclear reactions but from dreaming beings' hands with warm hearts. Those constructions, if exist, are intelligence whispers in universe, proof life can go far. Humans still patiently search like people on shore listening to waves in salty wind. Perhaps we never hear response, but each time looking into that void, we know we face infinite possibilities, with hopeful hearts. Because in that silence still something never fades, belief that intelligence anywhere leaves gentle light. Signs of intelligent life may not in sounds or writing but in how universe changes itself, every unusual light, every moving shadow, every unexplained energy ray warm clues. Perhaps we have seen just not recognized, an in recognition moment, when humans understand not alone, perhaps night sky brighter a bit, not from extra star but because we understand more about ourselves with smiles on lips. When looking up at night sky, we often see countless small light dots quietly emitting light that took millions of years to reach here, each dot a star possibly carrying planets orbiting like Earth around Sun with gentle wind blowing. Among billions of stars there are worlds at miraculous distances, not too close to burn in hot fire, not too far to freeze in cold. Astronomers call that habitable zone. Their water can exist liquid with flowing sounds, atmosphere maintained with cool wind. Life can sprout, then gradually look up at sky and wonder about own existence with warm curiosity. Those planets could be where life budding with fresh earth scent or reached levels we call mythical with sparkling technology. In that vast space, somewhere a planet orbiting under red starlight, where acid rain falls not destruction sign but new evolution start with dripping sounds on ground. Some planets in habitable zone called super-Earths, worlds larger than Earth, many times mass, thick atmosphere light passing like misty fog. Pressure and gravity there stronger, making every creature evolve to adapt. Trees grow low sturdy trunks rooting deep in damp dense soil with earthy smell. Creatures move slowly compact bodies against constant weight but in return environment stable few changes, protected from radiation and meteors by thick gas layer with howling wind. In such conditions, life can long develop sustainably and evolve silently hundreds millions years uninterrupted, making us imagine low forests but full vitality. There are also planets called twin Earths, copies of Earth with similar size equivalent orbit moderate temperature and near composition. When telescopes scan reflected light from surfaces show blue seas, white clouds, brown land with wave crashing. Each discovery of such planet, humanity throbs with trembling hearts because it evokes image of another home where life may have flourished or starting own story with echoing laughter. On one of those planets may exist thinking beings also looking up their sky wondering if someone watching with sparkling eyes. But not all life worlds need solid land. There are planets completely covered by oceans, no continents, no mountains, no forests. Entire surface vast waters stretching pole to pole hundreds kilometers deep with large wave crashing. Under that water layer pressure high enough metal softens light never reaches dark bottom. Their life needs no sky but develops around giant hydrothermal vents where energy spurts from planet core nurturing first creatures with bubbling sounds. Scientists call those worlds ocean planets endless oceans without shores with salty scent. Water birthplace of life so their life can abound more anywhere. Under deep blue water may exist glowing creatures communicating by echoes using electric fields instead language with sparkling light. Their intelligence not directed up sky but down deep where planet secrets kept with echoing sounds. People once imagined such planet named Aquiles. On Aquiles life started from sea developed through billions years evolution into creatures capable controlling flows and using other beings as tools with swimming sounds. They have shapes near dolphins flexible bodies keen intelligence living tight communities with click communication. Instead building houses they cultivate corals with vibrant colors, instead using metal they grow materials from algae and sea creatures with fishy smell. All technology originates from life not machines, entire civilization living ecosystem where everything breathes same rhythm with flowing water. Imagine city in ocean heart no walls no streets but interlacing blue light streams, gigantic coral towers growing like soft spires glowing in darkness spreading energy entire area with gentle light. Creatures live harmoniously connected through sound waves understanding each other by emotions transmitted through water with melodic echoes. No war no smoke only melodic sounds like lullabies. That ocean civilization where technology and nature one where intelligence not against life but part of it with warm harmony. On Aquiles existence philosophy very different from humans, they not build to possess but preserve with love, each construction living form, each machine body. Entire planet operates like gigantic creature with even breath. Everything connected by biological energy. When need move, they not manufacture steel ships but nurture gigantic sea creatures capable moving through deep layers with strong swimming. All technology cooperation between intelligence and nature, nothing discarded, no waste concept. If one day humans reach such planet, perhaps we not recognize civilization. No buildings, no artificial light, no industry traces, just deep blue calm sea with gentle waves. But when listening we recognize rhythmic sound waves echoing coordinated signals, complex patterns hidden in sounds. Entire ocean, gigantic information network where every creature contributes shared knowledge with warm connection. Interesting, on Earth oceans occupy most area but we know little about it, with deep mysteries. Life at deep bottom still enigma, many species never seen with faint light. Perhaps our planet in eyes of far observers, also an aqualise, a blue world floating in space where intelligence just learning, listen, own breath with shore wave crashing. Pondering possible life worlds, we realize universe not repetitive, each planet different, nature experiment separate, picture how life can sprout with diverse colors. Some rely warm light, some scorching heat, some just chemicals with bubbling reactions. Perhaps somewhere exists world, no water, no oxygen, but still life in ways humans never thought, with strange forms. When we talk habitable planets, perhaps meaning life understandable in human language, while universe endless diversity may contain countless other existence forms. Worlds nothing like Earth but still carry intelligence, memory, emotion with trembling hearts. In that search journey we not just seek life but different ways to live with respect. Distant planets like aqualise, not just science dreams but mirrors reflecting human hope that somewhere world knows harmony, knows life with nature instead opposing with harmonious wind songs. Night sky full stars, not just beautiful sight but gentle invitation, each star unanswered question, each planet unknown possibility with sparkling light. Perhaps one day when telescopes strong enough, when humans patient enough, we find another blue planet where seas speak with whispers, where rocks breathe with heartbeats, where intelligence learned silence to listen, universe heartbeat with peace. There are stories impossible erase from human memory though thousands years past, scattered across planet, carved into stone with chiseling sounds, painted on ground with vibrant colors, or whispered through collective memories with warm telling voices. When pieced together they form mysterious map, gentle hint that long ago someone once came here with light steps. In southern Peru amid Nazca dry desert with scorching sand and strong wind exist gigantic drawings only visible from high with clear images. Hundreds different shapes stretching over tens kilometers, land, birds, monkeys, snakes, flowers along straight lines running to horizon with astonishing accuracy. No one knows exactly how ancient Nazca people created them, many lines long, impossible see entire image, standing ground only observable, flying sky with wind whistling wings. Question raised who they make for. Agricultural civilization over 2,000 years ago, no aircraft, no hot air balloons, yet create gigantic images only admired hundreds meters high with curiosity. Some say star maps sparkling, others ritual sites with rising smoke. But some go farther, saying signals sent, sky or landing marks for guests from afar with flashing light. What makes Nazca worth pondering? Not just size but precision, straight lines several kilometers long not deviating single degree. Soil the hard dig but all drawings intact after millennia, as if someone wanted them last long enough, found with whispering wind. Under moonlight those lines reflect light, evoking ancient airport image or cosmic map. Perhaps human greeting to sky or trace forgotten encounter with touching emotion. Farther South Africa, one morning year 1994 at small school Zimbabwe with children laughing playground. 6 to 2 students playing saw strange object, silver metal block hovering afar, descending near ground with faint humming. From inside small beings, large heads, black eyes stepped out with light steps. They not speak, only stare deeply with profound eyes. Children recounted in that moment felt someone speaking in heads, not words but warm feeling, fear mixed curiosity. When investigators arrived all children told same story, voices, lights, feelings with trembling voices. Many years later those children, now adults, still keep same memory, no one changed account with recalling smiles. Zimbabwe incident became one most researched close encounter cases. Psychologists, scientists, UFO researchers all came, but no one gave satisfactory explanation, with debating sounds. This story confuses many children. No reason lie not influenced media or movies like today. Emotions in accounts real enough, listeners feel something beyond imagination with trembling hearts. Perhaps just collective hallucination, but perhaps in short moment humanity glimpsed through another civilization eyes with friendly gaze. Still West United States man named Bob Lazar shocked world late 1980s with firm telling voice. He claimed worked secret facility near Caldes for next Nevada Desert Area 51 with desert wind blowing and distant aircraft sounds. According to him, there housed 9 unidentified ships, designs not Earth, with strange shapes. Bob said task research propulsion systems, those ships using energy completely different human technology with strange humming. He described details how ships operate, structures, even material named Element 115, at time that element not yet confirmed, modern science making many think Bob made up for attention with doubting laughter. Yet decades later, Element 115 really discovered laboratories with bright reactions, making his story suddenly more credible with surprise. Though no one proved Bob Lazar words true, many details match descriptions. Those work top secret projects with whispering voices. He said government hiding extraterrestrial technology, researching copy with secret machines. This sparked doubt, wave making public rethink military secrets, different eyes with fast beating hearts. Perhaps Bob just good storyteller, but perhaps first dare step out silence walls surrounding truth with courage. From Nazca lines to Bob Lazar's story seems Earth, too many unexplained traces with faint light, some coincidences, some misunderstandings, but some still suspended between real and illusory with mystery. The more try explain humans, more realize standing before something larger, more complex, perhaps beyond human cognition, with soaring imagination. Even hypothesis, those extraterrestrial guests not from elsewhere but past, perhaps remnants ancient civilization once highly developed then vanished, history with echoing sounds. Name most mentioned Atlantis, legendary island sunk sea with large waves crashing. According legend, Atlantis people possessed technology, science, knowledge far beyond era with crystal light. They could harness crystal energy, fly with blowing wind, control climate and communicate consciousness with mind whispers. Perhaps Atlantis not just legend, perhaps lingering memory, time humans once touched intelligence peak then collapsed, own arrogance with crashing sounds. If true, then extraterrestrials we seek perhaps just fragments human past, those far surpassed then return, observe descendants with merciful eyes. From Nazca to Zimbabwe, from Nevada desert to deep sea Atlantis, every story shares common thread, they make humans rethink own limits with humility. Perhaps we not ready believe, but those stories still exist like small cracks, rational wall with flickering light. Whether legend or truth, they urge us ask if we really only species ever existed this planet with pondering. Sometimes scary, not someone came but possibility they never left, perhaps still here, hidden deep oceans with crashing waves or mountains with howling wind in space layers ordinary eyes cannot see with faint light. Perhaps they observe us like we watch caged creatures silently, patiently waiting, humans mature enough understand with love. Stories, extraterrestrial appearances, whether true or false, still make night sky more alive with sparkling stars. Because in each person somewhere still belief this world not fully understood, something waiting us discover with trembling hearts. Question, have they ever come here, may never answered, but asking it already brings humans closer, own nature, species endlessly craving, seek beyond understanding with courage. Perhaps everything just legends, but deep down we still look up sky where light, distant stars falling, earth like faint universe memory pieces with gentleness. And in that light sometimes we feel someone stood here long before, also looked up, also wondered, same question we doing today with smiles. When we think extraterrestrials, minds often evoke familiar image, large heads, black eyes, grey skin, no hair, slender bodies with deep gazes. That icon deeply embedded human imagination through movies with thrilling scenes, books with old pages, legends with warm voices. But if life truly common universe, do all those creatures bear alien shapes, or perhaps among countless stars exist faces reflecting ourselves with closeness? Science calls that phenomenon convergent evolution, when creatures' different environments develop similar traits, adapt same conditions with cleverness. On Earth, dolphins, penguins, sharks all have streamlined bodies, horizontal tails, large eyes, though no close relation because move water that shape optimal with swimming sounds. So in vast universe, evolution may follow similar paths, repeating proven effective forms with harmony. If so, perhaps humanoid form, 2 arms, 2 legs, head, top senses, concentrated front, not random but ideal biological solution. Upright helps observe far with wide view, 2 arms, free manufacture tools with hammer, resounding fingers, flexible create with cleverness, intelligence accompanies manipulation, then form civilization with joyful laughter. Thus among billions planets not exclude possibility, many civilizations bear near human shapes, not because they humans but nature chose same way evolve intelligence with warm similarity. But differences begin appear when environmental conditions change with different wind sounds. On planet gravity, twice Earth, standing upright, difficult bones, thicker muscles, stronger height, lower reduce pressure with heavy steps. Creatures there sturdy, low walking, solid frames as if compressed, own planet with resounding steps. Skin perhaps darker, resist strong radiation, eyes small, adapt bright light with sharp view. They need no speed but endurance, walking slow, sure like giant miners, living stone world with chisel hammer. Sounds thick, atmosphere transmits slow, making voice communication difficult. They may use light colors or subtle vibrations, exchange with sparkling. Their language perhaps slight, skin color changes or air oscillations only they sense with subtlety. Such civilization may build cities underground where energy light led through natural glowing mineral veins with echoing, everything heavy, stable, quiet like never sleeping planet, breath with peace. Conversely, on low gravity planet, everything light like dreams with gentle wind, thin air, transparent sky, light diffused everywhere. Their creatures need no sturdy bodies but flexibility, move between gas layers with dancing steps. They perhaps tall, slender, hollow bones, thin skin, light passing with sparkling skin. Some species even float, controlling thin membranes, bodies absorb energy, sun or planet magnetic field with wing flapping. Those creatures move like dancing, gracefully, slowly, no need touch ground with grace. Eyes large, catch weak light, ears wide, sense every wind flow with whispers. Voices emit sound like long wind notes through rock crevices, echoing, floating with beautiful melody. Perhaps they know build homes but live gas clouds mid-air where energy collected, light wind with drifting clouds. Such civilization no need war, no boundaries, only light wave streams transmit messages between sky layers with harmony. Between 2 worlds, one heavy, one light, may exist countless intermediate forms, countless other intelligence shapes with diversity. Some planets sunlight weak, creatures develop large black eyes, deep like lakes with mesmerizing gazes, in darkness that gaze survival tool with weak light. Some no day no night, only continuous red light, dying star creatures, skin covered reflective layer like mirrors, reduce heat with sparkling. Some icy worlds, atmosphere full, methane, life in ice layers, exchange information, deep sound frequencies below human hearing with low echoes. All those possibilities share one common, they not exceed natural laws but different directions, same evolution principle with cleverness. Life anywhere will find, adapt way, will reach awareness, will look up, own sky, wonder other stars with curiosity. Perhaps far away creatures evolved no longer keep fixed material forms, they exist energy forms, move through space, intent exist planet magnetic fields with warm flows. They no need speak, no need see but communicate, merging universe oscillation frequencies with connection. For them shape concept no meaning, they can appear light smoke, fleeting thoughts with mystery. When humans look up sky, many believe those creatures perhaps us, future distant evolution version where biology merges technology, where body no longer burden but temporary consciousness expression with freedom. Those deep black eyes sometimes recounted UFO encounters, perhaps remnants humans after millions years adapting space darkness, no sun, only faint distant stars, light with familiar gazes. That thought brings strange feeling, we not alone but those others, actually ourselves, different form, different time, like distorted but familiar mirror. Just as we see own reflection, water surface distorted but familiar with smiles. Perhaps they look toward Earth, also recognize similar blue planet life, young learning stretch where species beginning touch universe intelligence with hope. What makes humans different? Not shape but ability, recognize self-vastness with self-awareness. We imagine creatures large eyes, strange bodies, but perhaps more important similarity, craving, understand, connect, exist with warm hearts. Every civilization anywhere may share same question, who we, endless cosmic sea with pondering. In stars light no boundary between matter and idea, extraterrestrial image may no longer alien. They perhaps once humans or different life shape, walking same path seeking knowledge, freedom, meaning with steady steps. Perhaps when we meet them we not see monsters, not see gods, but see ourselves reflected through millions evolution years, through countless worlds, through paths humanity never walked, with recognition. In those deep black eyes perhaps we see again question we not yet answered, who we really, this sky with warm smiles. In quiet nights amid starry sky humans many times sent greetings beyond own world boundaries, with radio waves echoing. From small Earth transmitters weak signals launched into void, hoping somewhere among vast galaxies someone here with listening ears. That start journey named METI, or simply sending hello extraterrestrials with warm messages. But hidden under that action large even scary question, should we do so? Because sending signals means not just searching but self-revealing, saying universe we hear, we exist, with clear calling voices. Physicist Stephen Hawking once said, licking history, whenever weaker civilization meets stronger outcome, rarely good, weaker with warning voice. He warned while we still learning, live peacefully same planet, trying contact beings, possibly travel universe, extremely risky with worry. Imagine universe dark forest, each civilization hunter silently observing, listening every small sound with perked ears. No one dares make noise because any sound may attract others, not befriend but destroy with stealthy steps. When METI sends signals means humans just shouted that forest, saying here life, technology, energy with loud voices. Question who will answer with echoes. Some scientists say detection chance extremely low, radio signals weak, lose energy fast, traveling far, only spread few hundred light years with fading sounds. But that only true human technology, with civilization millions years advanced, detecting our radio waves easy as us, spotting candlelight darkness with flickering. Type 3 civilization Kardashev scale, mastering galaxy energy, may hold power beyond imagination with abundant energy. They can control light, bend space or wipe planet, just changing star radiation direction with distant explosion. That power large, no need weapons, just intent with coldness. Such civilization if exists may seen Earth long ago, may known us humans not yet know fire with rising smoke. They know we progressing, becoming noisier, brighter, emitting more signals with city lights. City lights, radio waves, satellites, all painting clear human portrait space with noisy. So what happens if they dislike our appearance? Super civilization may act like humans, treat bacteria, no hatred, simply protect own living environment with quick actions. Energy beam from afar, thousands light years enough, burn atmosphere, melt ground, turn entire planet ash dust. No one understand what happened with resounding explosion. But not all dangers from weapons, perhaps they not destroy but observe different way with following eyes. They may send matter forms we not recognize, like extraterrestrial microorganisms, small meteorite falling Earth carrying microscopic beings human bodies never encountered, no antibodies resist with spreading. They no need intent, just existence enough disrupt planet biological balance with coughing. Also hypothesis, threat not destruction but intervention, higher civilization may choose control human development like nurturing garden with caring hands. They may send knowledge seeds, history, sudden advances, unexplained geniuses appearing with flashing ideas. Or leading humanity path we unaware with guidance. If true, then sending signals like child trying shout sky while giants stood around long, just not want answer with resounding laughter. Other risks lie humans themselves, when signals sent cannot retract, cannot know reach who, how long interpreted how with uncertainty. Humanity message written, curiosity goodwill may interpreted challenge or war declaration with growls. In space no common language, no symbols understood same, circle may hello may ownership signal with drawings. And then something few mention: curiosity, double-edged sword, humans sending signals but also listening with perked ears. Observatories like Arecibo Allen Array continuously receive universe signals with beeps. One day, if real signal confirmed, world may change instant with cheering. Religions shake, governments compete, control information with arguing. Many fear, many worship, many others lose faith with chaos. World already fragile like Earth may not withstand that shock with crying. In second we realize, not universe center, not intelligence peak, but small water drop, endless ocean with humility. Hawking once said, sending signals universe like turning light, night unknown forest who lurking with flickering. That saying not prohibition but reminder, before seeking someone out there humans need learn.